everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and this is my first layout for my Secret Not So Secret kit. And we had a online crop this weekend, and it started on Friday night. So Christina posted this beautiful picture of this quilt, and it had triangles. The colors were like orange and blue, I believe. Very pretty quilt, but definitely not the colors that I was going to go with this picture. So I received a Delusions paint in bubblegum in my kit, and it's very bright, like excessively bright. So I decided I was just going to add some white acrylic paint to it to bring it more to a lighter pink that would go with the collection of items that I had, plus some of the photos. So I picked up this stencil from, I believe it's a Heidi Swap stencil. And the dabber, I'm not exactly sure where that came from. The background paper is not from the kit. It is from Maggie Holmes' Open Book, and it's just the 12 by 12 pad. Now, I didn't gesso any of my paper. I just put the paint directly on, and it did not warp at all. So for the 6 by 6 papers, I believe they're from the Maggie Holmes Gather collection. And I literally just cut the 6 by 6 paper in half to create these couple of triangles. And I'm just going to back my picture. Now, it was a 4 by 6 picture, but I cut it down, and I think that my intention was to cut it down to like a 4 by 4, and I guess I was just trimmer happy, and so it's probably more like a 3 by 4. Now, I felt like when I put the picture, even though it was backed with that white and yellow polka dot paper, it was really getting lost. It is a very busy background. The papers that I'm adding are even a little busy. So I went through the paper pad and picked out this pink, I think it's ballerinas, just to kind of give it another kind of neutral. And then I made sure that the wood grain paper was behind it, so it kind of had another neutral, at least on the left hand side. Now the right hand side I felt was kind of getting lost again in that busy paper, so that's where this doily came in, and that is from my kit. And this is the sticker sheet from the Good Vibes, which also came in my kit. And of course, look, there is a donut. So I was like, that's perfect. I do hope that in future collections, the donuts are not going to come back, because I've kind of done the donut thing, and my daughter's probably not going to be a donut for Halloween ever again. So if the donuts just never come back, that would be okay with me. I've done my donut thing, and I'm done. So I'm going to add the donut and the coffee cup, which would be the entire look of her outfit. And the coffee mug I'm just going to pop up, and that's actually what I'm going to use as my title. And it says Hug a Mug. Not that my son in this picture is hugging my daughter by any means, other than just kind of looking out behind her. So I did like this butterfly, and I only have 2 pieces of chipboard left on this Simple Stories chipboard collection piece. So I knew that I could add the butterfly, and I will end up adding a couple of other butterflies from my stash of wood veneer. Now, I got a couple of these puffy sticker houses in my kit, and I really wasn't sure how I was going to use them. So I decided, since this particular photo is taken in our front yard, that I could use that house on the page, and that made sense to me. So the back of this paper is beautiful. Maybe it is from the Gather collection. I could be totally wrong. I may have to go back. So sorry if I'm picking the wrong paper. And I like the back side, and I actually had a hard time kind of deciding which side I was going to use. So I decided just to fold that over, so at least I get a little bit of that and I can see it. And I go through the 6x6 papers that I used and decide on the green. And I'm using my Vicky Bouton roller stamp and adding a few stamped phrases. So here's some close-ups, and we will see you next time. Bye!
Bye!